de wop da boom de up 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 da
creepy background.
Manly man. Copyright.
Well, hello there. This week we saw Priest for our creepy background movies. And I'm here with Mr. Deadly Phantom, of course.
Oh.
And so like I said, we saw Priest today, which I thought was a pretty decent movie.
It was definitely not the best movie I've seen, but it was definitely not the worst movie I've seen.
It was entertaining, nothing special. It was a good graphics in it.
That I will say. It had some of the best graphics I've ever seen in a movie.
Yep, the vampires looked very convincing.
When you watch the movie, half of the movie that you're watching was a digitally enhanced background and digitally enhanced characters.
Yep, that's what I like. That's what I think a lot. People tend to over-criticize the main CGI elements, which are usually the fight scenes and the monsters, if they have any, which this one did. But there's a lot of like the backgrounds and stuff that
they have completely towns that are completely fake.
Yep, and a lot of it's basically in a desert and or the main city, but mostly inside of the desert, and that was pretty much all CGI the whole time.
And it's just like the backgrounds they look like it spreads on forever.
Yep, so they did a really good job with that. The story was kind of lacking in that department, but it wasn't the worst thing. I wasn't trying to blow my brains out watching it, but
that would probably be painful.
Yep, and the ushers would have hated that at the movie theater.
Well, yeah, they would have been cleaning up, and holy crap!
Exactly.
But alright, so, brief summary, without spoilers, so don't worry.
So Paul Bettany, who plays the main priest, the antagonist, antagonist is bad.
Yeah, antagonist is the dude with the hat.
Yeah, black hat, which is fitting because it's Friday the 13th, black hat, black cat. Uh-huh. And so, anyways, Paul Bettany finds out that his niece has been captured by these vampires that he was in a war with before the movie starts.
Which we never really... It's kind of like just a told backstory. You never really see it, so there's no real character development when it comes to that.
Right, it just kind of starts.
If you've ever seen Star Wars Episode 2, the Attack of the Clones, not Empire Strikes Back, because Empire Strikes Back was great, but New Clones, not New Clones, Attack of the Clones, whatever, crap. Anyways, if you've seen that, it's where they're like, oh yeah, it's when we fought in this one place, and you never really know. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, why is everybody in Star Wars British? But anyways,
everybody from a long time ago and far, far away is British.
So we're all descendants of British people?
Exactly.
That makes me feel horrible. So anyways, he goes and he searches the place and he finds the girl that she is, or the guy that she's secretly in love with. Now that would have made an interesting story. But anyways, it's a guy that she's in love with. And the guy tells Paul Bettany that there's vampires, and Paul Bettany's like, what? Dude, I thought I killed them. So he goes to the church, which basically runs everything in this movie, and he's like, yo, priest guy, head honcho dude, there's vampires all up in here, and the head honcho's like, no.
Hold on, let me grab my Alka-Seltzer Plus. Sonny, there's no vampires, don't even worry about it. If you go and chase them, I'll kill you.
Because he's old.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he's just that cranky old dude across the street yelling, get off my lawn, I'm going to do things my way. And so he pretty much exiles a priest from the church, which is from the city. Pretty much exiles his life. And so he goes and he has to find his niece, and he has to fight Black Hat, which you get to see for all about 5 minutes.
Who is like the head honcho of all the vampires. For some reason, the vampires don't mind him.
Yeah, because the queen liked him.
Queen made him a vampire.
Yeah.
That's not even a spoiler because, if you know anything about it,
fighting vampires. So I would have liked to seen Black Hat a little bit more, and had a little bit more story, but I give it a 7 out of 10.
I would probably give it a 6 out of 10, just because it was an enjoyable movie, but I couldn't get into it very far. There were points where I was kind of bored.
Yeah. So if you're going to see a movie, see Thor or Fast 5 first. Thor being number 1, Fast 5 number 2, and this one being number 3. So if you've seen Thor and Fast 5 already and you like those types of movies, then go see Priest.
Yeah. And if you want to see a good movie,
go see Thor again.
Or Scream 4, because
is Scream 4 still out?
It's probably out in a theater near you. I mean,
right.
Somewhere along the lines you'll be able to find it, or just watch it online.
Well, that's condoning stealing, pretty much.
I condone lots of things.
Well, there you go.
All right, this is
The Funk Infection. That's me.
And Deadly Phantom signing out.
All right, see you later.